Welcome to Mathematics Made Easier channel. This is your favorite mathematics tutor, Comfort and Marco Answer. I welcome you all to my class this minute. If today the very first one of you joining my class, a special welcome goes to you. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please look down there and click on the subscribe button to subscribe. Then also click on the notification bell to be the first to be updated whenever I upload a new tutorial. Thank you. All right, so for today, we are going to talk about the measures of center, okay? In our previous lesson, we looked at what statistics is. We looked at what statistical questions are. Then now we come to measures of center. What did we say is about statistics? We said statistics is the science of collecting data, organizing it, analyzing, and interpreting the data. That is all about statistics. And you're going to apply this even after high school, even when you are doing your PhD program, you do research work, you collect data, you organize the data, you analyze the data and interpret the data. So this lesson is going to go like far, you're going to take it far as you climb the academic ladder. So when you talk about statistical questions, there are questions that involve varieties of answers. Okay, so you do not expect to get a single answer to this question. I give example, maybe the type of phones the students use in your class. So I ask the question, all right, so what type of phones do you guys use? And I got iPhone 13, even with the iPhone, I got iPhone 13, iPhone 14, iPhone 15 Pro Max, iPhone 16, I got so many type of phones. Nokia, Motorola, but the iPhones were so much. I mean, you could understand. So the type of phones your students use in the class, hair color, you get so many answers to this question. But if you ask a question, how many desks do you have in the class? Students will be able to count and tell the exact number. And 3 or 4 people can tell the exact number. So it is not a statistical question. Questions that give you an answer are not statistical questions. But questions that gives you varieties of answers are statistical questions. So that is all about statistical questions, okay? Now we come to the measures of center. What is measures of center? What is it? There are 3. So measures of center is a measure that describes the typical value of a data set. It is a measure that describes the typical value of a data set. We have 3 major types. We have the mean, we have the median, and we have the mode. You know the mean already. Give you one word to describe the mean, average. And you know how to find the average and find the sum of all the numbers together, then divide by the number of addings, okay, or the number of data values. Then talk about the mode. Give you one word to describe the mode. Most frequently. So the number that occurs most frequently is being referred as the mode. What about the median? The median is the middle number, but the only technique on the median is, for the median, you have to reorganize the numbers. To find the middle number, 1, you have to first of all reorganize the numbers from the least number to the greatest number. Then you can also split into halves and pick the middle number if it is an odd number. But if it's even, if numbers makes up an even number, then you add it, you find the mean of the 2 numbers. That is, you add the 2 numbers together and divide by 2. So these are the little things you learned under measures of center: the mean, mode, and the median. And this is a priority test. So you should be able to know deeper the importance of the mean and others. Then you come to range, or you come to the median, the measure of variations. Measure of variation, that is trying to cover the quartiles, the interquartile range, and other things. I'm going to take my time and take you through, but even with that, I have the tutorials that I have taught already on that. The quartiles, the interquartile range, lower upper quartile, and the others. That is a measure of variation, the range. Okay. So all these ones will help you to understand nature very well, to study the environment, to make conclusions. You can't just make conclusions, you have to analyze it, you have to organize it, you have to collect data, you have to interpret data. You are a mathematician, you are a scientist. Don't just sit back and make a conclusion. Move forward and make work. Okay. Make use of data. That is all. All right, so I just passed by to make a very short video for you, and I'll come back again with a detailed tutorial on measure of variations. Okay. All right, so I have a Spanish version of measure of Sena here. Those who want to read, you can read that. So in Spanish, that is MN strategy. So if I take English, I get a translator to translate everything in Spanish to help my ML students as well. Just put yourself into their shoes. Assuming I travel to a country that they do not speak English, or my native language, I will be lost because I won't be able to understand whatever they will be saying or teaching. It will sound like craziness in my mind. So just put yourself into their shoes and support them with the little things you can to help them also feel welcome and acceptable in the classroom. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Happy Valentine's Day in advance. I love you. Take care. Bye bye.